Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at NECA's Disney Gargoyles ELISA? I don't remember how they pronounced it. I really can't remember. MAZA, the ultimate action figure, the first human that they've released in this batch of, no, did they? Well, Xanatos kind of, but not really, in his robot suit. Anyway, it's the cop lady from Gargoyles, and we're gonna do a question of the day right away. If you're into the gargoyle line, are you only getting gargoyles? Are you getting extra characters like this lady, or what are you doing? I'm just curious, and I'm sure NECA's curious too, but they're gonna find out from sales numbers. But anyway, this figure has some good stuff and some not so good stuff, so we're gonna talk about all of it. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, before we get into the figure, we're gonna take a look at my package. I swear it was pronounced ELISA. Can't remember, that's so weird. Anyway, here's the front. Not the best artwork. The gargoyles have looked great. I like the Goliath is here, but this looks to me not right compared to the other artwork, but whatever. There's a photo of the figure. There's some more photos of the figure and some more figures that you can buy. There's her again. And here we have another photo of the figure and the window. Nice packaging. Not as interesting, maybe on the front, but not as bad as could be. Okay, so here we go. This figure stands just about 17 centimeters to the very top of the head, so knock a little bit off of that for scaling purposes. We'll say 6.5 to her skull, just for those of you who are wondering, and maybe 6 5/8 to the top of the hair. Here she is up against Darwin, so she is definitely closer to a 7-inch figure. I don't have any of my gargoyles handy right now, but it seems to me like she's too big, just a little bit. Compared to Goliath, I think she's kind of big. We'll see. I'm going to eventually do a gargoyle comparative review, but they're so damn big and awkward that I just can't bring myself to bring them out, and I don't have Lexington yet, though I will have him soon. I don't know. Do you guys want to see a video where they're all... I can't even fit them here. I don't know what to do. They're too big and awkward without the different wings. Okay, whatever. Let's just talk about it. I'll put this out there. I've told you guys before, most of the NECA stuff I review, they are review samples. If I don't get a review sample, I buy the thing, or I buy the thing anyway, and then they send me a review sample. I don't know exactly what I'm getting when I'm getting it, but I do get a lot of review samples from NECA. They are okay with me being honest. And this review is gonna have quite a bit of honesty. Okay, so first impression, I like the paint job. It does have that speckly look to it that I didn't like when it was on the gargoyles, but since she's wearing jeans, I don't mind it. I don't think it's intentional though. It's a little bit weird, but I do like it overall. It has a nice paint job. It's gonna look good on a shelf. Same thing for her jacket, good paint all the way around. The hair has some highlights on there. It's okay. The face, I don't like the faces at all. I don't think they capture the likeness. I think it's weird that the gargoyles went into this super lean, like comic book version of them, like even more so. And then this lady looks more like a Ninja Turtles cartoon figure. Her faces are not like hyper realistic. And I get that women have softer features generally than men, but her features don't look right to me at all. Speaking of that, her body shape is totally inaccurate to the cartoon. Totally. No skinny waist. They took away her waist entirely. She's built like a brick. And I get that she has a jacket on, but there are ways to do that. And also they do it somehow like they drew it, pinch it in at the waist. This looks weird to me. It looks really, really weird. She looks chunky in the torso. No real figure at all. And she had a tiny waist in the cartoon, and her face looks weird. And the paint job is technically good, but also technically not. If it's not supposed to be speckly, I don't know for sure. It looks weird. I don't think this figure looks great. And also, I don't know if it's something that I can adjust, but it seems to me that one leg is longer than the other. I'm guessing that's a joint issue, but I've been fiddling with it since I got it, and this leg is longer than this leg. I don't like it. I'm just gonna put it out there. Aesthetically, it looks nothing like what I want it to look like for this character. The technical little details look good. The clothing is always good from NECA. Don't like the face, don't like the paint job, don't like the overall aesthetic. 3 out of 10 for the aesthetic. I don't think this is a welcome addition to the collection. Pretty disappointing, honestly. Okay, as for, sorry NECA, as for accessories, they like honest reviews. If they watch them, at least, I don't know. They always told me to be honest as I can, and I always have been, so whatever. Okay, so as far as accessories go, she has 3 different faces. They are interchangeable with both pieces of hair. I like that. So the faces don't really have that much of a distinguishing factor to each of them, other than one has a raised eyebrow. And the one that's not on her in the package looks better than the one that's on her in the package, but they all still look kind of the same. I mean, they're not, I don't know whether we needed that many. The different hairs are nice though, the windswept and the regular, those are pretty good, I like that. The interchangeability is pretty nice. As for hands, we get the 2 fist hands that come on her in the package, then we get a gripping hand, a badge holding hand, and then 2 trigger finger hands. But we do get her flashlight and her badge, those are very nicely done. We don't get a gun. I'm sure it's a legal thing, but it doesn't matter, because it's not in the package. So, like, I get it, but also, it only matters to the end user what's in the package, not why. So that sucks. I can't hold it against NECA, I'm sure they didn't have a choice, but you guys need to know that she doesn't come with a gun, even though she has gun hands, and she had a gun in the show. You can probably wedge a Marvel Legends gun in there, or Marvel Select if you can find one, but she doesn't come with it, alright? And then you do get her cat, or a cat, I don't remember. It has a ball peg for the neck, it's okay. And then you get her wings for when her jacket turns into her wing. I'm joking, it's just because it's the same color. Those are Brooklyn's wings. Still not the right wings, but we get some wings. So accessory wise, 7 out of 10 minus the gun thing, so whatever. Consider that however you want to. Alright, as for articulation, I'm going to pop the hair off just so we can move the head around, and obviously the hair is going to get in the way. Nothing I can do about that, but I want to show you at least that the ball peg in the neck does work pretty well, so that's alright. Shoulders, ooh. Oh, they don't want to go any higher than that. You might be able to get better range out of it if you heat it up. I haven't heated it up, and I can't get the arm to go any higher than that. You do get the rotation. The jacket is soft enough on the body that it'll flex, so that's okay. Bicep swivel is alright. Double jointed elbow. There we go. With a little coaxing, it works just fine. No problem there. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. None of the hands... Oh no, the flashlight hand has a vertical hinge, so I like that. That's good. At least you can pose her with her flashlight. There's a ball peg in here as far as I can tell, but it doesn't really do much but rotate. Very limited range. For the hips, oh, I'm very curious how these hips are about to work. The hips, ooh. Oh no, no, don't do it. Look at that, I barely even started to move them. I'll do it to show you. Don't move the legs out to the side, you're gonna split that. Sometimes when you use the wrong kind of paint or the wrong kind of finish, especially a flat finish, but you can do it on this type of plastic, the softer PVC, it doesn't stay on. So that's not good. Don't bring the legs out to the side. Bringing them forward, you can go that far before they bump. Going back, you can go that far. And it's not good looking. This situation with her joints showing under there, don't like that. I mean, NECA is all about the aesthetic, and if you're not going to get the aesthetic and the lack of range, then that's no good. There is a thigh swivel in there, so that's okay. Double jointed knees. This plastic is very soft for NECA. That's weird. Decent enough range. They didn't paint the insides of the knees like they normally do. You have a lot of white showing. What's going on with this? We had some issues with the last batch of Gargoyles also. Ankles have decent range, good sculpt work in the feet. Ankle rocker is okay. So it's okay, but it's really not good at all. Like I said, NECA definitely favors the aesthetic generally, but this is not that. We don't get the aesthetic on this figure, we don't really get the accessories, and we also don't get articulation. Articulation is going to get a 4 out of 10. And now it's time for the final verdict. Look at the figure just wobbling because of how soft the plastic is. Ugh. Not a good release. Unfortunately, NECA seems to have dropped the ball on this one. Or the factory, I don't know. It's like some of their figures lately have been kind of weird. Some have been exceptionally good, like that Knight from Dungeons and Dragons. But or even like the robot, the Steel Clan for Gargoyles. But this figure is not it. It's not a good one. Very disappointing. I'm going to give this an overall rating of 3 out of 10. If you stick it on the shelf and don't look at it too close, it'll look like the character next to the Gargoyles, but very disappointing. Very disappointing. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But there it is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep keep collecting.